What's up, folks? I'm back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran. We're going back to their 1983 album 7 of the Ragged Tiger. I have enjoyed this album, especially nostalgically. I mentioned in the last reaction I did, but there's been a couple tunes so far where I didn't recognize them by name, but the moment it started, or by the time it got to the chorus at least, it was like, wait, I actually do know this tune, I remember this tune. So this is clearly from a period where they were still getting a lot of radio play in the US, and as I said before, one of the tunes in particular, the Reflex, that one was like one of my faves as a kid. I really remember enjoying that, and so, you know, by the time the chorus started in that one, it was like this simultaneous experience of like current enjoyment and, you know, nostalgic flair. So bottom line, that was a really cool track, and I do believe someone said, I forget who does the remix. Is it Nile Rodgers? I'm trying to remember. Someone mentioned that there's a remix of that tune, and that might be the one that I've actually heard, because apparently that one was like played more on the radio, or at least on the radio in the US. So yeah, big ups to that tune. Yeah, we're up to the 5th tune on this album, which is called Of Crime and Passion. I'm intrigued by the title. Obviously it speaks to the more intense manifestations of human behavior, both individually and in larger groups. Obviously, if one's passions are inflamed and intensified by a demagogue, one can be enticed to do all sorts of unpleasant things, but ultimately it might not be something that is intentionally criminal from the outset. It could be something that one's emotions get the better of you, and one ends up taking a bad, or engaging in a bad response to some sort of stimuli. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see the connection between passion and what type of passion it is and crime. But yeah, the idea that illicit behavior is an outgrowth of, or sometimes at least a byproduct of, very passionately held emotions is in no way surprising, whether we're talking like actual human experience in history, or whether we're talking fictional entertainment. We do love our conflicts in the stories that we like to watch. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the two concepts play into each other in the song. But yeah, as far as I know, I've never heard it. With this album, I feel like I have to keep saying that, because there have been a couple times where I was proved wrong, but at least by name, I don't know it. So here we go. This is Duran Duran, Of Crime and Passion, from the 1983 album 7 and the Ragged Tiger. We have a heartbeat. Okay. You've got my attention, too. I like the guitar riff. The bass is like gurgling away already. There's a little bit of that like post-punk kind of like synthy new wave rock kind of feel. Number 1, I love this. Number 2, I feel like this might be a cousin to Careless Memories a little bit. I mean, this feels kind of like a Rio chorus, but like, I like the high, kind of bleepy synth work. Really getting those like vocal flares on the edges. I like the way the guitar and bass complement each other in that, those interlude sections. Blossoming fires out of strangers' smiles? Is that what he said? He's feeling it vocally. Like in that high kind of bleeping tone melody. I love it. for you that time. Talking of crime and passion place. There's a dissonant edge to that. I like it. Whoa. And then back into sort of a consonant brightness. Number one, that's one of my favorite vocal performances I've heard from Simon, and that's saying something, because, you know, I constantly find myself amazed at his ability and his unique voice. I mean, it's really unique in like the classical sense of that word. But secondarily, as I said, there were the verses and sort of that intro had a real kind of like post-punk new wave sort of feel. But then the chorus, like I said, it had more of that, like, you know, classic 80s Duran synth pop sort of vibe. So I like the way they kind of blended a couple different styles there. As I said, I like the way the guitar and the bass complemented each other in some of the sections. Lyrically, I'm still, you know, I gotta think a little bit more. Obviously, Caught in the Crossfire, it's like, you know, maybe different emotions kind of hitting you in different ways and maybe sort of distorting your thinking, so you end up doing things that, you know, could be criminal, maybe not in an actual legal sense, but in, you know, maybe an interpersonal sense or an emotional sense. So yeah, still got to pick up a lot of that, but obviously being caught in the crossfire is one of the main sort of themes and like visual images. So yeah, I'll have to work on that, listen to it some more. Do let me know what you think of that one. I really enjoyed that. That was a top tune. This album, it's like, it's nostalgic even here, where like I don't think I remember that tune at all, but the chorus kind of gave me the like, it's that classic early 80s sort of Duran sound. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there is sort of an angle on the lyrics that would be particularly helpful, but other than that, thank you for listening and watching. I will see you next time.